As we move on, we're talking about teenagers this morning, and of course being a parent, it is not easy. Have a look at this clip from the television show Modern Family.
Act like a parent, talk like a peer. I call it parenting.
Is there something you want?
Yes, there is. To connect with this girl right here. Now, come on, pretend I'm not your dad. We're just a couple of friends kicking it in a juice bar.
What's a juice bar?
Okay, a malt shop, whatever.
Dad,
No,
I don't...
who's dad? Who's dad? I'm Marcus from biology. Hey, Haley, how's it going with you and Dylan? Has he tried anything inappropriate with you, girl?
Hey. I know nothing, just talking to some dork I met in a malt shop.
There's some funny moments there. So what can parents do to support their children through those teenage years? Should you seek professional help? If so, when and why? Author and educator Sharon Witt joins me. Good morning, Sharon. Now, we see that and it can be quite amusing. But, I mean, teens coping with stuff, they've got so much more today to cope with. How tough is it for them compared to many years ago?
Look, I think it's actually a lot tougher than when we were growing up. I think, you know, they've got a lot more homework, they've got school issues, they've got, you know, stresses in their lives. Let's not start talking about their viral world, you know, the digital world where they're on all the time. There's a lot of stresses, a lot of, you know, sporting activities they've got, and I think our kids are feeling it.
Indeed. So at what stage do you worry so much that you think you might need professional help? What is that line? Where is the balance?
Yeah, great question. Well, I think, Kerri-Ann, we actually as parents need to understand what is normal for our children, what's normal for our teenager. And there's, you know, certain things that you will notice that are different and that do change when a child is really stressed. We'll go through some of those in a minute. But really, when you notice something is not right over a period of 2 weeks, but some of the things that you will notice in your child if they're stressed are they may have trouble sleeping, they'll get over emotional. We're talking about probably 99% of teenagers here, but when they are actually flying off the handle for no reason, quite often they'll appear stressed. They might have disinterest in things that they're normally quite interested in, their sports, and just, you know, just really feeling not themselves. And I think when you notice this over a period of 2 weeks, then it's time to perhaps go and see the GP, certainly contact your child's school and just say, hey, I'm noticing my child's not themselves, you know, what are you noticing at school? Because quite often when you speak to the school, you might notice that there's other things happening at school that you will put the pieces together.
Yes, because it's so hard. You have to understand and obviously spend a bit of time with the child and know those differences. Kids are going to resist going to the GP, resist getting professional help. How would you urge them or cajole them into seeking help?
Yeah, well, I certainly wouldn't say, pretend I'm your buddy and let's just chat about this. I think that was hysterical out of Modern Family. Look, I think you need to just be proactive and remember that you're the parent here, and our children often don't realise that something's wrong. Often the teenagers will know something's not quite right, I'm not sleeping, I'm worrying about things, and it's up to a parent or it's up to an adult in their life to say, listen, we need to get some help. And sometimes it might just be speaking to the school counsellor, or it might be just having a visit to the GP, but just reassuring your child, hey, there's nothing wrong with you, but we just need to find out if there's something else going on that might be able to help you. But to be proactive, we've got to remember we're the adults in our teenagers' lives, and sometimes that we need to take that step as a parent.
And I'm loving that minimum 9 hours sleep. Teenagers absolutely need it. They don't get it because they're up online or tweeting and texting all night. So that's absolutely critical. Hey, Sharon, thank you very much for your input today. It's valuable.
Thanks, Kerri-Ann. Great.